Immigration crackdown in Jackson.
They handcuffed my dad in the living room and took him outside.
Daniela Vargas said ICE agents arrested her father Daniel and brother Alan as they left for work Wednesday morning.
My dad had just given me a kiss, said bye. I was asleep. And then I don't know how much time later because I fell asleep, but it probably could have been 5 minutes. My dad said, Danny, immigration's here.
Vargas, who's a student at Southern Miss, told us she was so terrified that she hid in her bedroom closet. She showed us the search warrant the agents had when they came back later looking for her father's gun. Vargas said agents ransacked rooms throughout the house.
President Trump has taken a very firm stance against illegal immigration.
Well, President Trump has a long history of white supremacy, and I certainly, understand where he's coming from. We don't agree with it. We think it's terrible what he's doing to people.
Bill Chandler with the Mississippi Immigrants' Rights Alliance said the arrests are part of a recent pattern.
Over 1,000 people have been picked up around the country. This is the first report that we had directly of people that have been targeted by ICE.
I came here at 7. I came here legally, actually, on a visitor's visa. We were coming to vacation and for 3 months, and we stayed for 17 years.
Vargas's family is from Argentina, and they've lived in the U.S. for the past decade. She said she believes they're being targeted unfairly.
What did I do? I'm just trying to go to school. So yes, I like the idea that they're here trying to take care of this country. I understand it's you guys' country, it's not my country. But honestly, I was brought here when I was 7, so I honestly feel like I am part of this country by now.
Now, we have reached out to ICE, that's Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement, but we haven't yet heard back from that federal agent about exactly what they were doing at this house today. Reporting live in Jackson, Ross Adams, 16 WAPT News.
Okay, Ross, thank you. 5 inmates injured during a jailhouse brawl. The Pike County Sheriff says it happened last night, and at least 24 inmates were involved. Deputies took 2 of them to the hospital. 3 were treated there at the jail. None of the injuries are believed to be life-threatening.
A plane bound for Gulfport hit a deer while taking off from an airport in North Carolina. The American Eagle plane hit the deer on the runway in Charlotte around noon today. The airplane turned around and made an emergency landing. One of the right front wing flaps of the jet was damaged. Emergency crews did spray this foam on the plane as a precaution. No one was injured, and the 44 passengers boarded buses back to the terminal. Jackson police are looking for the person who shot and killed a deaf man found inside of an SUV. This happened just after 11:30 last night on University Boulevard near Natchez Railroad Avenue. Police say they found 27-year-old Raphael Thompson dead inside the vehicle, which had a Winston County tag. JPD says Thompson had been shot several times, including in the head and chest. Investigators say the shooter was either in the SUV or very close to it.
When officers arrived on scene, they located a deceased black male. He was in the driver's seat of the vehicle. We learned that he had sustained multiple gunshot wounds, one to the head and at least one to the upper torso as well.
Goodwill in Jackson tells us Thompson was one of their employees. If you have any information, call the Jackson Police Department. Bassfield's fire chief died while battling a fire. Officials say Bill Matthews collapsed yesterday evening while fighting a fire in the woods in Jefferson Davis County. The deputy coroner says Matthews likely suffered a massive heart attack. A post on the state fire marshal's Facebook page says he was a dedicated member of the Bassfield community and will be missed.
Jackson firefighters battled 3 fires today, all of them at vacant buildings. Investigators say the abandoned Jackson Southwest Hotel you see here on Highway 80 caught fire around 5 this morning. Crews found a small fire burning in a hotel room and put it out in about 15 minutes. About an hour later, firefighters responded to a vacant house fire on the corner of West Capitol and Longino Streets. Our cameras recorded firefighters putting out hot spots in the front room of that home. Took crews about 15 minutes to get that fire out. And about an hour later, another vacant house fire on Brandon Avenue. Investigators say all 3 fires were likely started by people who were trying to keep warm.
Each scene itself was more so catered to, like I say, small fires where someone was inside trying to keep warm and fire got out of hand and someone passing by called, 911.
No one was injured.
We have new information in the death of a Southern Miss student who fell out of a window. New Orleans police say 20-year-old Cole Wally fell from the 11th story to the 4th floor pool deck and died. Witnesses told police he was yelling in the hotel room and repeatedly rammed the window before breaking through it. Authorities say he was in New Orleans for a fraternity function. One man is dead after a wreck near the reservoir. This happened at the intersection of Spillway Road and Span Drive just before 7 a.m. Reservoir police say 61-year-old Howard Carlton Lothar of Brandon was killed in a collision with another vehicle. The other driver was taken to a hospital. There are plans to make the Jessica Chambers murder case into a documentary series.
BuzzFeed and a studio production company are developing that series. Someone set 19-year-old Chambers on fire back in 2014. She was found on the side of the road by a passerby in Panola County. 28-year-old Quentin Tellis is charged with her murder. He is set to go on trial in October. A revenge porn bill is moving on in the state legislature. It would make it illegal for someone to post intimate photos of someone else without their permission. Senator Sally Doty authored this bill. She says a person, if found guilty, could be fined up to $4,000, jailed for a year, or both.
Something that's online now, it follows you around for the rest of your life. So if maybe you did have an error in judgment when you were in your young 20s, you know, that can follow you around, and it has an effect on your relationships, on your job, and so it's a very serious matter.
And this bill passed in the state Senate and is headed on to the House. Doty says 34 other states have similar revenge porn laws. Congressman Benny Thompson is calling for an independent commission to investigate President Trump's former national security advisor.
When you practice diplomacy and you just a citizen, you break the law. President Trump wants you to believe, well, no, I just lost trust in it. No, you broke the law.
Michael Flynn resigned this week after admitting he'd given incomplete information to the White House about his conversations with the Russian ambassador to the U.S. A Gulfport high school student suspended after dyeing his hair pink.
It was a distraction to other students, and that they don't want pink hair being one of the things that represents their school.
School leaders say they suspended Timothy Jenkins for violating the district's dress code. Jenkins and 250 classmates signed a petition to change the requirement that hair must be a, quote, natural-looking color. Jenkins admits he got multiple warnings before his suspension. School leaders told him his hair was a distraction.
The majority of all students have told me that my hair has not been a distraction at all.
Their reasoning for him having, you know, for natural colored hair is, to me, an infringement on not only his rights, but my rights as a parent to decide for my child what's best for them.
You can see Jenkins dyed his hair back to its natural dark color. Gulfport School District leaders say they review their school policies every year.
Authorities say a van caused a power outage in Pearl this morning when it hit an electrical guide wire.
So you run up on there, shook everything together, and just burn it all down.
Around 400 people were without power in the old Brandon Road and Pearson Road area. It caused traffic to back up near the outlets of Mississippi before power crews restored the electricity. We now know some of the artists set to perform at the 5th annual Jackson Rhythm and Blues Festival.
Organizers released the first batch of performers during a press conference today at the Jackson Convention Complex. The music festival will have more than 30 performances on 5 separate stages. The roster so far includes well-known artists like rapper Dougie Fresh.
We're excited about this year's lineup. We have none other than Ro James performing, Jasmine Sullivan, Eric Benet, Eric Roberson, Calvin Richardson, AJC and the Envelope Pushers, Mr. Eddie Cotton Jr., Jericka Singleton, Angela Walls, the Jason Turner Band, and the list goes on and on.
Now, this is just the beginning. The organizers of the festival say they'll release the names of the headliners later. The music festival is set for August 18th and 19th. Blessing bags for local police while the Salvation Army is reaching out to men and women in blue.
Plus, quarterback Dak Prescott is planning to host a youth camp in Mississippi. How your kids can join in on the fun coming up.
Clear and temperatures dropping quickly this evening. We'll be in the 40s shortly. The winds will be dying off. That's the good news. Find out how low the temperature will go next. You're watching 16 WAPT News.
This is 16 WAPT News live at 6, the one to watch.
Well, the day dawned cloudy, dreary, blustery, and cold. By late morning, you'll begin to see some blue skies and then just a few puffy fair weather cumulus clouds. Then by late afternoon, as the sun got lower, the clouds went totally away. So beautiful evening coming up. Here's a live look at our Hilton cam. And it looks like a fairly quiet evening out there. 44 is where we started this morning, and then we got up to 60 for the high. Sunrise tomorrow morning, 6:42, and we're at 52 now, so a big temperature drop just over the last hour. With the sun setting, the winds will die off, and the temperature's just going to continue to tumble. Hey, but it's normal still to have chilly nights down in the 30s, and that's what we're going to have tonight. All right, area-wide now, skies are clear. Tupelo 49, down in Hattiesburg 56, Natchez and Vicksburg have 55. Compared to this time last night, temperatures are down between 10 and 15 degrees. But look back to the west already. Temperatures are warmer than they were this time last night, so mild air will return. And we're going to be up in the 60s tomorrow with less wind. It's going to feel comfortable, but it will be a chilly start to your Thursday morning. Down in the 30s, there'll probably be some areas of frost, especially on some rooftops. Then the sun will do its job. Light southwest wind gets us into the mid-60s. It's going to be a gorgeous day. That air is going to feel good tomorrow afternoon. So last night's storm is long gone. High pressure building in. As that high gets closer, the winds will continue to slack off. That's why tomorrow won't be very windy. There is a disturbance south of California over Baja. This week disturbance is a little fly in the ointment. For late Friday night and early Saturday, it could bring a little light rain to parts of the area, but a gorgeous day tomorrow. Most of Friday looks good. Late Friday, there'll be some increasing clouds. There's that little disturbance. Here's how I have it pinned down now. Increasing clouds late in the afternoon on Friday into Friday night. And there you can see that area of rain with that disturbance. And then some of it tries to rotate across the area into Saturday. So some concern for Saturday. Stay tuned. I'll continue to fine-tune that. Saturday, questionable still. 36 your low with a light northerly wind. And then tomorrow, it's going to be a winter. 65. Light southwest wind at 5. 38 tomorrow night. Chilly, but temperatures will warm up very quickly. Friday, near 70. And when we get our next 70-degree day, when you compare January's and February's, it will be the most 70-degree days in January and February in over 60 years.
60 years?
Wow. Gotta go back to 1950.
This is my
That's
kind of winter.
something, isn't it?
I mean, I love it. I gotta be honest. All right, David. Well, the Salvation Army is showing their appreciation for the men and women in blue today. Yeah, today they brought blessing bags to Jackson police officers. Lieutenant Matt Hedgren says this is part of their Love Week. Every day this week, Salvation Army volunteers are doing something different for people in the community. Today, Hedgren says they wanted to honor the men and women who keep our community safe.
Officers come in day in and day out. They put their lives on the line. A lot of them didn't take this job, to get a pat on the back every day. They honestly wanted to, help citizens. And for citizens like the Salvation Army and the people that work for them to come in and give us these items as a token of their appreciation, it means the world to us.
The bags were filled with candy and cute sayings like, "You're a lifesaver." Tomorrow, the Salvation Army will begin working in local schools, and Friday, they'll host a prom for seniors. The band Perry is coming home to kick off the governor's concerts.
It's for the Mississippi Bicentennial Celebration South. The governor made the announcement this afternoon. Grammy winners and Mississippi natives, the band Perry will headline the concert. It's April 1st at the Centennial Plaza in Gulfport. Now, the event is free, but you do have to reserve tickets online at visitmississippi.org. And tonight is the last night of the Dixie National Rodeo at the Mississippi Coliseum. That includes a performance from country artist Dustin Lynch this evening. Dixie National livestock events will continue at the fairgrounds, though, until Sunday.
Be sure to stay tuned after our 10 p.m. news tonight for Jimmy Kimmel Live. ABC World News anchor David Muir will be a guest on the show. Remember, Kimmel starts at 10:35 right after 16 WAPT News at 10. And Matter of Fact with Soledad O'Brien has a wrap-up of the week's politics. You can watch the show every Sunday morning at